oh, I'm still not losing weight, I've got to cut my calories, cut my calories, cut my calories. It's not about doing that. Hey guys, how's it going? TRX Traveller Adam here. Little physique update. It's sort of 6, 7, 8 weeks into the diet now. It's going really well. A couple of little images of progression. I think little sort of definition changes are starting to come through, which is wicked. A couple of little things which I noticed, things that little roadblocks were a couple of weeks. I think it was the third or fourth. I wasn't really losing much fat, losing much weight. It was kind of staying the same. And initially, I addressed it. So I thought, right, why? And I basically was working too much. I wasn't utilising neat, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is just a smart blabbering way of just saying I wasn't fidgeting, I wasn't moving around, I wasn't going to the shops for this, that. I wasn't getting up to make a cup of tea. Us British love our cups of tea. I kind of stopped moving. And if you reduce calories, increase bits of cardio, maybe on a morning or an evening, but you then just sit still the rest of the day, it becomes pointless. A lot of people, I think, when they diet, you know, they'll look and they'll be like, oh, I'm still not losing weight, I've got to cut my calories, cut my calories, cut my calories. It's not about doing that. It's just about moving. It's about moving. First, assess. Look at the points. Think, right, what's going on in my life? I've cut a bit of my calories and I've increased my cardio a little bit. That's a perfect balance each week. Cut calories a little bit, increase cardio a little bit. Cardio, by cardio I mean walking. Around those times, if things aren't shifting, then you stop. You don't just immediately go, right, I'm going to cut calories again. You don't put the body under more stress, because that's just going to backfire, and that's not going to keep in a nice, calm, sympathetic mode, your fat burning mode, you know, butter mode. That's what we want. We don't want to put the body under more stress. So it's important to identify why the weight might not be shifting. It could be the menstrual cycle for women, which will obviously mean you're storing a lot more water. It's best just to let that ride out and reassess maybe a week later. It could be that your salt intake has been higher, so you're storing more water. It could be that actually you're very stressed, so your body's constantly in this sort of fight mode. It's constantly in this mode that's looking to store energy, and it's not relaxed. It's not in using the glycolysis fat burning system mode. It's looking for carbohydrate fat burning mode. So that could be a case. Perhaps you're not sleeping very well as well. That can put the body under stress. It could be, like I recognised, it was neat. I wasn't actually just fidgeting, and as soon as I started to fidget more and make a purpose of going to make a tea, walking around the block, going to get admin and shopping and things like that, and not saying, oh no, I need to sit and stay on my laptop and work. You know, making a conscious effort to move and fidget. The scale started going down. So I think it's super important to first analyse why, not to just to jump at a scenario and be like, right, cut calories, cut calories. As you can see from the pictures, a little bit more definition coming through, especially the Batman one. That's pretty cool. I have realised that through this, I have more fat to lose than I thought, which was kind of expected. Normally, I'd always recommend, you know, a 3 to 1, so 3 months essentially in a little bit of a bulking phase, then a 1 month cut, and it's just a cycle that continues, and that cyclical cycling can work right down to 3 weeks, 1 week, or 3 days, 1 day, as you know, a lot of pros do. Right now, in the sort of 8 week mark, I'm in that crap mark of, you know, carbs quite low, so muscles are feeling flat. Pumps are really good, you know, so when I do a workout, I feel sort of pumped up, you know, Himalayan salt and some intra-workout carbs, you know, feels pumped up, feels great. But outside of that, just constantly feeling flat because the muscles aren't storing glycogen, they're not storing all that water. So it's just that phase you've got to kind of ride out, and everyone who's done cuts before will know this phase. It's almost like you have a wardrobe of size medium t-shirts for your cutting phase, or size small and medium, and then when you sort of then go back into your bulk phase and your maintenance, you can go back into your normal sort of size, your size large. And I think sometimes some people sack off a diet because they hate that feeling of it, feeling small, but you've got to get over it psychologically and just ride it out. It even happens to the big pros, even though they're still huge when they feel small. It's this psychological bit you've just got to get through. It's best just to look at yourself like every few weeks, you know, and then you can be like, oh, I am actually, you know, I'm getting cut. And then when you get to that level where you're happy, then you can get back on the carbs, the salts, and you'll just, you know, 3 or 4 days later, your muscles will blow back up with all the water and glycogen. My training is still consistent of 3 workouts a week, high intensity going to failure, and basically my new program, little plug there, the full body intensity. That's just what I'm doing 3 times a week. It's not about trying to build muscle now, but I'm still training hard. It's about preserving it because I just don't have the calories to advance, to build strength or muscle. So what it's all about, preserving. And I'm still loving the carb refeeds. Carb refeeds about once a week. I just ramp the, about 1,000 calories extra of just of carbs. Really love my oats or crumb cakes, things like that. And it, once a week, when you know you're sort of feeling it, you're thinking, oh man, I really need it. They're great, and they just sort of ramp your metabolic activity back up as well. And you actually find that the next few days over, you kind of drop even more weight. It's great. Body's an amazing machine. So yeah, just a little physique update, little chat on sort of. I think it's quite good if you're looking to cut or you wanting to cut, you're doing it for the first time. There's lots of things I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. Certainly one of them was about that feeling of starting to feel small and not giving up, just riding it out and knowing that it's just part of the cycle and it's part of getting back up there. If you're interested in my new program or any of my programs, the link below, little link to it here. I hope you're keeping well. Any questions, comments, hit me down below, and hopefully next few weeks I can share some more ripped chicken legs on the video. Thanks very much for watching.